It's Monday morning and today's a special day because the Booth Centre is reopening. We're not able to reopen our cafe and we're not able to reopen the drop-in, but we are reopening our activities programme. So if you want to come and find out about it, come down to the Booth Centre between 9 and 10 and we'll be in our garden to tell people all about the activities that you can get involved in. And just to give you a very brief overview, on Monday we've got gardening, on Tuesday we've got job club, on Wednesday we've got sewing, on Thursday we're going to be doing some qualifications and some training, on Friday we've got drama games, and anyone can come to one morning activity a week, and you need to book in advance because there are limited numbers. So if you're interested, give us a ring, send us a text and we'll phone you back, or come and see us between 9 and 10 in the morning in the garden. And we're looking forward to welcoming people back into the centre. So in the meantime, keep yourself busy with the activity packs and I'll pass over to Tom. See you all soon. Bye.
Thank you very much, Amanda, and good morning everybody at home. How are you all doing? I am Tom and we're here today for another episode of Connecting Through Activities. We're on Tree Week this week, aren't we? And boy, is it a cool week. We've got loads of stuff to get on with, so I'm not going to chat too long, I'm just going to crack on with it all. Right, first of all, I was in the Booth Centre the other day. You may know one of our volunteers, James. He is a quite artistic young gentleman. I showed you this one that he did for us the other week. It's a crazily good parrot, but he's gone out there and he's handed out another couple more for me. So yeah, we all know we're asking you guys at home to send in your postcards, which we've sent out to you. Still running a £10 competition, so if you want that tenner, get it filled in and sent off to us and you could be the winner. So yeah, here is a couple that James has done for us. So this one is just like a little picture of a bee. Come on camera, focus on there. There we go, just about. A little picture of a bee in the countryside, but he's got a little tear. Aww. It says on the back, as the bee sat alone, crying, wondering why the world had to be sad sometimes. Aww. I feel sad for the bee. Oh, well, that's lovely anyway, isn't it? And this next one, this one's more like a scene from, like, are they pyramids in the background? It's very sunny, wherever it is, but I like that one a lot. That's my sort of style, that one. Good bit of shading, good detail within the shading on the bottom as well. And finally, another big one. Look at this fish that he did. Man, James, you should be working like a museum or something. Not a museum, an art gallery. You know, look at how good that is. Excellent, anyway. Thank you very much, James. And yes, you guys, we're still encouraging you all. Would love it if you'd send your stuff in. We've been receiving loads and I have some more for you to show now. So yeah, like I said, I was in the centre the other day when James gave me those. So I took a picture of some of the other new ones which we've been putting up on the windowsills and in the frames and things like that. So have a quick look through these. So this first one, lovely little watercolour. With like, they look like poppies down at the bottom, don't they? Tell you what, stay tuned. I've done a little drawing and it's not too dissimilar to this one. I think these guys sort of predicted where I was going because it's tree week, innit? So I've done like a little landscape with some trees in it. But yeah, mine's watercolour too. Next one here, this one was obviously from band week. They've got loads of glitter on this one. How cool is that? Got every single band under the sun on there. Next one, oh, this must have been from bird week. Not too dissimilar to the one that I did either. So hopefully people are taking some sort of inspiration from the stuff that I've been doing because it's coming back on the postcards. So that is really nice to see. Good to see everybody getting involved. And again, another one that I drew that was very similar to this. I did a hummingbird as well. These guys, I've got so much glitter on this one. You can't really appreciate it in real life until without seeing it in real life. But when you get into the centre, have a look at this one. It's amazing. The shininess on that, brilliant. Right, next one. This one's cool, isn't it? Little like praying Buddha or something like that. I think it's a Buddha, I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that. Sorry if I got that wrong. But no, yeah, love the style. Love the like just using the little bits of red in there. Makes those bits pop more than anything else, doesn't it? Excellent. Next one. Think this one's from James as well. Very similar sort of colouring style to these. You know, like the shading on there. Similar shading on that. Very nice. I think that's, yeah, if that is James, then James, you're getting yourself a bit of a unique style there that I've not seen before. Next up, we've got from Self Portrait Week, this one. Teresa has done a little self-portrait there. That is cool, isn't it? Much better than my one. My one, you couldn't even tell it was me. But yeah, very nice, Teresa. Thank you. Next up, an amazing little watercolour. I'm going to show you what watercolour I did at the moment, because it's Tree Week. I've done a watercolour one. I'll tell you now, it's not as nice as this one. But here we go. Right, okay. So yes, as you can see, it is Tree Week. We've got lots of different tree-themed stuff for you to be all doing. If you're looking for ideas or something like that to draw on yours, there's loads of dead cool like little clip art images in this. So at first I was just going to draw the trees that were on the front cover, but then there's trees everywhere in this little booklet. On every little page there's little hints and tips of what you could be drawing. So have a look through that if you've not got any ideas. But this is what I got up to. So I thought, you know what, trees, I think that should suit a watercolour, shouldn't it? So here's me doing my watercolour. So at start of all, wet everything. That's the thing with watercolours, isn't it? It's water based, so you need loads of water. So I put water in the tray, put it onto my paints and put it onto my paper. You see it's very wet when I'm putting that green on, and now I'm just putting like a bit of a darker greeny grey across the middle. So I wanted to build a horizon there, but with the green grasses and the bushes towards the front. I'm just adding a bit more dark browns and greens in the centre, just making a nice mix. This is all the background, which I'll let dry, and then, so yeah, you can see I just got a hairdryer in it because I'm very impatient. I couldn't wait the 10 minutes that you're supposed to wait for it to dry. So yeah, now I'm going back to it, so I've got a blue out, going for a nice colour of the sky. But first, yeah, I put lots of water on it, so you can see how it spread around. Put a few dots on it and then spread it. Same with those green trees. Because of the amount of water on the paper, just prick a little bit of colour on it and it spreads. And it gives it that like nice tree sort of brushed out sort of vibe. Here I was just taking off a bit of the water. I think I put a bit too much on it. But just go back with the same colours. It's like using an eraser or a rubber when you use like a little dabber. Works a treat. I didn't know it was going to do like that. And so yeah, around the bottom, so I've gone back, I've dried it, gone back now for the finer details. So the bits of grass, maybe a little fence on the side, things like that, and then just highlighting the shadows underneath the bigger trees. They would obviously have shadows underneath and things like that. So it's still quite an abstract. I'm not going dead refined with the detail on it. Add a few poppies down the bottom and a few little blobs of bright colour. A couple of birds in the sky. Oh yeah, watch what I do to that top left little bird there. It's too wet, and then when I think I sign it at the end, and I move it, and I smudge all that bird on the top left. So yeah, get the tape off. That's one of the most satisfying bits, doing the tape. Oh, there. So I write my name on it. Oh, splodged it at the top, didn't I? Silly boy. But it's so much good fun, and it's therapeutic. Like, I love, especially watercolours. At the start of this series, I'd never done a watercolour. But now, I wouldn't say that I was pro, but I'd definitely say that I enjoy doing it. Hope that you guys have been enjoying it as much as me. And it's not just me that I'm entertaining. Righto, riddle time. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to blitz through these episodes, these current episodes, because I've got loads to do in these big booklets. Right, so, you may have remembered... Oh, I don't even know what day, man. You remember on Friday, before the weekend, I quoted a couple of little ones, didn't I? So the first one was from J.R.R. Tolkien, who wrote The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. So this first one goes a little something like this. Alive without breath, as cold as death, never thirsty, ever drinking, all in mail, never clinking. Did anybody get it? What give it away for me was alive without breath and never thirsty, ever drinking. It's a fish. Did anybody get it? I hope you did. It was a famous old school one, so you may have known that one already. But yeah, fish, yeah. Alive without breath, cold as death, never thirsty, always drinking, all in mail, never clinking. So the mail is in reference to its scales, isn't it? Like chainmail scales. Right, the next one after that was, as a stone inside a tree, I'll help your words outlive thee. But if you push me as I stand, the more I move, the less I am. Pencil. Makes sense, does it? So as a stone inside a tree, there you go, you get that. Just graphite, isn't it? So inside a wooden pencil, so as a stone inside a tree, I'll help your words outlive thee. So if you write it down, it's going to last forever. You're not going to last forever. Nobody's going to last forever. But your words could do. But if you push me as I stand, the more I move, the less I am. So yeah, as you move it, the more you move it around on the page, the shorter it will get. So yeah, pencil, I like that one quite a bit. Right, I found 2 more cool ones for you though. Right, the first one starts like this. What word in the English language does the following? The first 2 letters signify a male. The first 3 letters signify a female. The first 4 letters signify a great man or woman, while the entire word signifies a great woman. What is the word? So that one's, yeah, it's about knocking off numbers, knocking off letters to make other words. So yeah, have a think about that one. It's a good one, it's a good one. I'll be back on Friday with the answer for that. And one more final one, just a little quick one here. What word retains... Sorry, I get my page out of the camera. What word retains the same pronunciation even after you take away 4 of its 5 letters? Anybody know? Right, so that's it for riddle time. Let's move over to something else. Right, what have we got? Oh yes, so as well as all the normal projects that I've been setting, we have Bryony. She's been doing the sewing. I think as you, yeah, Amanda said on Wednesdays we're going to be doing sewing activities at the centre. So if you're keen on that, then make sure you get signed up to it, because we're signing up for activities now, aren't we? So yeah, if you want to do any of the gardening or anything like that, sign up, speak to the booth centre, they will get you on a list. But yeah, for now, I'll just throw you over to Bryony because she's going to reiterate what she's got for us.
Hey everyone, it's Bryony here from Stitched Up, and also from the sewing classes at the Booth Centre on Friday mornings. The Arts Committee have put together a collaborative sewing project. It's called Connecting Through Sewing, and the plan is everyone's going to create their own embroidery piece, and then we're going to combine them into a big beautiful quilt at the end.
Looks cool, doesn't it? So yeah, Bryony's done like a whole 15-minute video, which is over on YouTube, showing us all these different sort of stitches and things like that. So if you want to get involved, let the Booth Centre know. We can send you that pack, and the video is all on YouTube. So that's pretty good fun, isn't it? And then hopefully when we get back involved at the centre, you'll already be an expert. We'll already be rolling with it. And yeah, the big plan is getting that big hanging, isn't it? And it's going to look great when we've all got that ready. Okay, right, as we are, I keep saying it, but we're getting more shipshape, we're getting more back on track to getting back into the booth centre, aren't we? So I was in Friday, and we reset the upstairs room as the new training room. So the training room, as you remember, we used to have loads of computers all next to each other, didn't we? Can't do that anymore, they're all too close together. So we've used the big room upstairs, and we've put 8, maybe 10 computers in it or something like that. So yeah, I'll start the video, I'll just roll it in the background and I'll narrate over the top. Right, here we are, yeah, so they're all just like the same computers and everything like that. We've just moved everything around, but everything 2 meters apart. Big old distance between each one, and then I think, as you can see on the floor there's some stickers. We're going to be putting those on the floor because we're going to have a one-way system in the booth centre. So, oh, there's Kate with a mask on. Everybody's got the masks on. Yeah, if you are in the centre, we will be making sure that everybody has masks on. We're all social distancing. Oh yes, and in these little boxes, each computer is going to have a hygiene station, or whatever you want to call it. So there'll be wipes so you can clean the board, the keyboards and the mouse before you use it, and after you use it, obviously. There was like compressed air in there, there was hand sanitizer, and in the actual training room, yes, we've distanced all of those computers, so everything is now set up as 2 meters between each one. So we're still going to be able to provide things, just not on the same scale, just not smashed in together like we used to. Much more space between everybody now, so that people can still use the internet, because that's one of the big things at the booth centre, isn't it? People need to be able to access the internet so they can sort stuff out, like access the internet. It should be. It's almost a human right these days, or should be anyway. In my opinion, everybody should have access to the internet. Right, so yeah, that was the activities room, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Let's go back to our pack and see what else we've got for now. Because obviously I can't do it all today. I've got to do some for Friday. So, right, let's have a look at the poems first of all. So, Danny and Phil, they always do the poems. I have a clip from them, but I'm not going to show it you today. I'm going to show you my poems first, and then on Friday, we'll see what Danny and Phil have been up to. They send a video in every week, and they're always excellent. So, tell you what, yes, I'll just read out mine first. So, here's what I had to go. I just scribbled it down earlier. Nothing too crazy. But here is my poem about a tree. Or just trees in general. Trees come in all shapes and sizes. Until they fall, they don't surprise us. Tall, short, thin or wide. A fun place to run and hide. Although we know these trees we need. And without these trees, we struggle to breathe. There you go. I don't know, am I getting better? Am I getting worse? I don't know, you tell me. Am I any good at poetry, or should I just quit? No, it's good fun. Like I said before, like the watercolouring, it's dead therapeutic. It's like just getting all of that stuff in your brain out onto a bit of paper. It makes a difference. So it was only 6 lines, probably about 40 words. Easy, but you have a go. You don't even have to rhyme it. That was the thing. I'd spent a little bit longer on that because I rhymed. What did I even write? I rhymed size with wide. Barely even a rhyme, is it that? But whatever. Next up in the book, let's have a look. Oh yeah. So pizza bagel. That to me just sounds great. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I hope it's lovely. But pizza bagel sounds beautiful to me. That does. I'll make that this week and I'll film it and show you on Friday. Next up, and we've got some, Richard's philosophical questions. If I see Richard when I go into the centre this week, because I will be popping down, probably tomorrow maybe. If I see him, then yeah, maybe we could have a little shufty at these and have a describe of like, what is it? What's your favourite tree? If you were a tree, what would you be? And why are trees important to the world? Oh, very good topics. Right, moving over to the tree hunt. I've been looking forward to this bit for a while. I've been speaking to Jakir about it, so I said, mate, we need, like we did with the birds, we need a tree hunt thing. So I said, find some Manchester trees or trees that are found in the area, stick them on a list and we can go out and grab them. So he's done that, but he also confused me massively, because look at this list. So willow, yeah, I've seen willows in the UK. In Manchester, I've seen birch, yeah. Redwood? Redwoods? You know where they're from? North America. Why would there be a redwood in Manchester? Ash, yes, alright, fair dues. Robinia? Never even heard of Robinia. Where am I supposed to find a Robinia tree in Manchester? Sweet chestnut, yeah, I probably could have found one, like a horse chestnut sort of thing, isn't it? And then Indian bean tree. I'm pretty sure you probably only get those in India. So, Jakir, what is this list? I don't know. I went out and did a bit of research, and you know what I did? I found out where we got the list, and he's not as daft as I'm making him out. He's found an article from the MEN, which is listed 10 like rare trees that are in Manchester. So I'll just show you the website. Let's go over to the website. Yeah, let's start with screen recording. Right, yeah, so yeah, I said it was on the MEN. So yeah, willows. This one is in the Bridgewater Basin. So I'm just going to go through the list of the ones that he requested. So yeah, there's the willows hanging over the wall. Look pretty, don't they, down there? And then, so yeah, this next one, the birch, outside at the end of Deansgate. This one is, so not far from the cathedral. It's on the cathedral end of Deansgate. But yeah, a birch. Didn't know that was a river birch. I've seen birches before. We've got a silver birch in the Booth Centre garden. Right, next one. So yeah, this is the Robinia, and it's on Canal Street. Didn't know that. So all of these fancy trees are in very popular places that everybody does know, but it's just, I didn't know. And then here we go, here's that massive one. These guys grow huge, don't they, redwoods? Next to the Vimto parks and the uni, isn't it? I don't know if it's MMU or Man Met or whatever. But yeah, next one up, what's this one? Oh, this is not on the list, but this is a, yeah, Jakir let us skip this one so we didn't have to look at this one. Right, what's the next one? Ash. Oh yeah, Sackville Gardens, we all know that's near Gay Village again. Just on the opposite side, on the southern side. What's a big ash there? What have we got next? Oh yeah, and then around the cathedral. Cathedral, we all know where the cathedral is again, not too far from the booth centre, is it, this one? Oh yeah, and the old booth centre used to be around the cathedral. I don't know whereabouts, but it was. And then this one is a cherry, is it? Yeah, I don't think we were requested a cherry, but yeah, that one's there. And then here's that Indian bean. So it's on Brasenose Street. I think I recognise that one. Is it coming off? Are we coming off Deansgate here? Looking up towards the town hall? I think we might be. But yeah, did you see the size of the leaves on that? That was cool, wasn't it? But anyway, yeah, so confusion over. Confusion avoided. I figured it out. I figured out what Jakir did. He sent us a list of really crazy trees to find. But yeah, they actually do exist. So what I'm going to do myself, I'm going to go out and just find some regular trees. Regular Manchester northern trees that have always been here. None of these crazy ones like Jakir's foreign imports and stuff like that, where he's making me lose my mind and thinking that I'm in America. But yeah, I'm gonna have a proper go and see what I can find this week. So that's a bit of fun for me, isn't it? Right, okay, so I think that's probably all we've got. Well, I say that's all we've got time for. You know that's a lie. You know that I'm gonna just put some music on now. Headphone time. So we're getting towards the end of these videos. I think we've probably only got a couple, maybe 3 more, something like that. So I'm just gonna go for some proper big bangers. We've got some Oasis this time. Let's get my headphones rolling and then let's do a bit of Oasis, eh? I love this guy's dedication to it. He's got the haircut, he's got Beatles memorabilia everywhere. He looks dedicated to the cause, don't he? Proper mank. Proper northern. You gotta roll with it, you gotta take your time, you gotta say what you say, don't let anybody get in your way, cause it's all too much for me to take. Don't ever stand aside, don't ever be denied, you wanna be who you be if you're coming with me. I think I've got a feeling I've lost inside. I think I'm gonna take a leak and hide. I'm thinking of things that I just can't abide. Shall I go high? I'm gonna try it. I know the roads down which your life will drive. I find the key that lets you slip inside. Kiss the girl, she's not behind the door. You know, I think I recognize your face, but I've never seen you before. You gotta roll with it, you gotta take your time, you gotta say what you say, don't let anybody get in your way, cause it's all too much for me to take. I thought I was going to struggle with the highness of that, but no, I got it. Should have started with it. He's good on guitar, isn't he? We're ready. Next verse. I know the roads down which your life will drive. Will drive. I'll find the key that lets you slip inside. Slip inside. Kiss the girl, she's not behind the door. But you know, I think I recognize your face, but I've never seen you before. You gotta roll with it, you gotta take your time, you gotta say what you say, don't let anybody get in your way, cause it's all too much for me to take. Don't ever stand aside, don't ever be denied, you wanna be who you be if you're coming with me. I think I've got a feeling I've lost inside. I think I've got a feeling I've lost inside. I think I've got a feeling I've lost inside. I think I've got a feeling I've lost inside. I think I've got a feeling I've lost inside. I think I've got a feeling I've lost inside. I think I've got a feeling I've lost inside. I think I've got a feeling I've lost inside. Good work. That was the most accurate bit of the song, that cough at the end of the show. I want to let everybody else realise, yeah, the end of that original that Oasis do, they've got the at the end of it, and he's banged on. He perfectly recreated that one there. Okay, right, next tune. This one has been voted on many occasions, on many different polls, as the best song in the world. Some people might not even know what it is after that, but obviously this is not by the original, because I will just get copyright striked and then this video will be deleted off the internet. So we've got a young man here called Mark Martell, and he is going to be doing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay, Bohemian Rhapsody, take one. Not really. Warts and all.
Just listen to how good this guy's voice is.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
I'm gonna try.
I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, 'cause I'm easy come, easy go. Little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. To me. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head. Pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama,
Voice crack.
didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters.
I really want to be able to sing it properly. I just can't get the volume when I go high.
Too late, my time has gone. Sent shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gonna leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Galileo,
Take a hold of my big goal.
I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me.
He's just a poor boy, no family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go.
Bismillah, we will not let you go.
We'll not let you go.
Bismillah, we will not let you go. We'll not let you go. We'll not let you go. No, 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 no. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, baby go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stop me and spit in my eye? So you think you can leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here.
Then he like sings the guitar parts.
Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me.
Ready, listen to him sing the guitar.
Any way the wind blows.
I do love that song so much. You can see why people think it's the greatest song in the world. I mean, not everybody thinks it, of course, but it's been voted on numerous occasions as the best in the world. Well, they don't make people like Freddie Mercury anymore, do they? There's none of them guys about. Right, anyway, so thank you very much for witnessing another epic episode of Connecting Through Activities. I've had a great time. I hope that you have had a great time. Another thing you may have noticed at the back towards of your Connecting Through Activities pack this week, there is like a review sheet. So have a look at that. We're giving out prizes for it if you send it in as well. So fill it in, let us know what you think, what was good, what was bad, about all of the Connected Through Activities pack and the help and support that we tried to provide throughout this whole crazy pandemic thing that we're in the middle of still. But yes, very nice to see that we're on the way out by the look of it. We're trying to get back to normality. Normality won't be the same for a while, but we're going to get as normal as we possibly can. So what I'm going to say now is make sure you sign up for some of the physical activities at the Boo Centre. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be doing gardening. I'll probably be popping in for some of the other things as well, but we're all doing everything super safe down there. We've all got it all proper planned and ready and laid out for you all guys. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope to see you all soon. But until then, stay safe, wash your hands. I've been Tom.